Oh, hi everyone. Just wanted to do an update, talk about Mac SVD, a few other things, gun bills, and just some stuff at the end here. So first things first, I've been recording a lot of videos. A lot of the stuff you're seeing now is older, and I've had to delete a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to recut things. I know some of you have brought up that my intros are too long with the shooting and stuff. I'm trying to decide what's a good time, because sometimes it's too short, sometimes it's too long, and I've probably had one or two videos where it's been like, perfect. I want to show you that I've had this gun for a while and I haven't just shot it at one range trip, and I'm putting together a opinion based on one outing. And I know a lot of you guys know that, I shoot my stuff, even the stuff I probably shouldn't shoot, but I don't want people to, because there's a lot of people that started with me from the beginning in 2009 that have been with me the whole time, and then there's people that just came in recently, and then there's some people that were there for the Devil Dolphin years. So I'm trying to get the best average of everything I can get. I appreciate your comments and I appreciate your input, be it encouraging or critical. I like hearing those things. But a lot of videos that are going up now have already been filmed. Like the URGI video that just went up, that's months old. The next URGI video that's probably going to pop after this is also months old. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to do that I haven't gotten around to yet. And I'm trying to alternate videos so it's not just rifle, 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 pistol, pistol, pistol. It's like rifle, pistol, topic, different discussions and stuff. But I also don't want to hold stuff up so long that it gets old. It's definitely a balance. Right now, I don't want to pay for more ammunition because it's becoming cost prohibitive for a lot of calibers. Like 20 rounds of 308 is $40 to $60. 308 I'll pay $1 a shot for gold medal match, or Black Hills or something like that, $1 and change for a shot. But I really have trouble paying $1 a shot for 9mm, 5.56, anything really, unless it's Black Hills or Mark 318 Motto. So unless it's a special round, I don't want to pay that money. So I'm being really stingy. I'm trying to, I still have things I got to pay off, and then I'm also trying to make sure that I don't get caught with my pants down. So there's certain things that I'm getting for future stuff, although this has something to go on already. I'm trying to get everything done and wheeling and dealing to get my final gun list done, while also paying my responsibilities and all sorts of other stuff. So I'm definitely juggling a lot of things right now. And that's not a pity party thing. Rolling from that into this, I enjoy being a small channel. I know some people have been sharing my videos because the short boy video that I put up, the barrel lengths, that for some reason got 2 to 3 times the hits in a week than normal. So I don't care that people share my videos, but I'm not going to be the channel that's like, oh, please like, subscribe, and share my videos, because I'm not monetized. This is a hobby for me. And I know you don't need one more gun channel, especially me with my boring ass voice. I don't want y'all sitting through, I watch YouTube also, and I hate sitting through ads. They're packing non-skippable ads and all sorts of nonsense in there. It's annoying as fuck. And then you also don't want to hear me for 3 minutes sound like most of these channels now, where it's like, oh, I have 15 sponsors I have to talk about. Some people do it tactfully and some people don't. And it's annoying. Like, I just want to consume your content and keep it moving. So that's why I do the things I do. I'm no saint because of that. I don't, the one guy that I used to shoot with the most and was starting to do camera work for me, he rolled out. So I don't have a cameraman, and I don't feel like getting somebody I don't know involved with that either. I don't want to just grab somebody random or one of my friends that doesn't know I have a YouTube channel. I like having a small channel, and I'd much rather have a group of people that I talk to that we kind of know each other versus some disjointed, big bloated thing. If I blow up, I blow up. I mean, if I get 100,000 subscribers tomorrow, then it is what it is. I'm still not going to monetize my channel. The product that I offer is not worth a Patreon, and I don't have the time to do anything special for people. So I feel bad taking money from people and not delivering a superior product. Like what I give you in my estimation is like a C plus B minus tops. And I'm not going to charge people money for that. You come here because you want to be here. I don't want people to think they have to buy my affection or so. I don't know. Like, I don't think I warrant that. And I don't, it's just not worth it. And times are tough now, so I'm not going to sit here and come to you when times are difficult and be like, oh, give me money, please. It's just not, I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I'd feel, and I don't know how some of these guys who are active duty, like, put the time aside to do the quality content that they do. So my hat's off to them. I don't have enough money to just sink into an Apple desktop and then, have 3 or 4 different DSLRs with all these, extra stuff. I don't have all that time, and then it's going to take me forever to set up, and I can't deliver after that. But it's going to take me 5 times longer to edit and all this other stuff. It's like, I have visions and places I'd like to go shoot and people I'd like to work with and all that other stuff, and get a quality product out there, but I just can't get it done. So I'm not going to ask you for money and continue to do what I do. That's not okay. And I don't have a shirt contact. I don't have any of this stuff. I don't even have designs for shirts. So like, I can't do anything like that. So it is what it is. But I don't want to be responsible to a gun company or anything like that. There's some people in the comments that are like, oh, you're just fishing for an endorsement, or you're looking for, just because I like expensive shit. Like they're I don't know, man. But and I'm not going to make everybody happy. I'm still going to make jokes. I'm still going to be the asshole that I am. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it's not enough. So I'm just going to try to keep it medium grade asshole, and then, make jokes where I can and stay the consistent dude I've been this entire time. That's my goal. If I step too far into one of the 2 lanes, then let me know. And everybody's a little bit of a narcissist that has a YouTube channel. Like, everybody is. You like seeing the likes, you like seeing the views, all that other stuff. Everybody's like that. So I like getting positive encouragement. Weird. Everybody does. Anyways, speaking of narcissistic assholes, Mac, SVD. All right, so a lot of us, I did this video once already, and I'm not gonna go on the tirade I went on Mac. A lot of us were telling people for a long time this is the kind of guy he is. And sorry, we're right. Which is a very asshole and dick thing to say. So I get it, but this dude is not your friend. It's been a while between charging damn near full price for police trading Glocks at Copper, and I don't know what he is over there. He's a majority shareholder, I think. I don't know, but he's got to have some sort of influence over there. Going to Turkey, all these little things he's done, and he and I have gotten into it over the years. In the comments section, he's banned me from his Facebook page because I made a joke, but it was I was being serious, but it was a joke. I'm not the best guy to come for Mac support. That said, though, if you like him, continue to enjoy his content. I'm not telling you if you watch my channel, don't watch his, and if you do watch his, don't come here. I'm not saying that at all. That's not the kind of person I am. You can enjoy whatever you want, just so long as it's not stuff that involves kids. But the second part of the SVD thing that I wanted to comment on is group buys. So I keep seeing traffic about, oh, this list wasn't legit, or it was legit, or whatever. The way you do a group buy is you gauge interest, then you go to the company or the importer or whatever, and you say, hey, I've got this many people. Can we do a group buy? What are the numbers you need to see? And they'll say, this is how many we need. This is how many units we need to move. And then you go back to that group and you say, okay, hey, this is what they said they wanted. Who's a no shit, ride or die buyer right now? And they all get that list together. You take it to the importer or the manufacturer or whatever, or distributor, and you say, there's my order. What are we looking at? And they'll say, all right, price per unit, and this is how many we're gonna sell you. There's your list, make it happen. So then you come back and you say, hey, this is the deal, this is the price, money time. Then you have an FFL, get everything together, or an importer or whatever. Money changes hands, product goes to people. What AK Forum did was they got the list together, which is part of doing a group buy. Now, this group buy is different because it involves Obama-era bans on Russian imports, so they had to go to another country. They had to sit there for a certain period of time before the guns were naturalized, pretty much. Once that happened, then they could come over. I don't know where AK Forum was on putting the group buy together, but if they had a fucking list, that list is legitimate. Now, if they were talking to the same person that Mac was and Copper, and they bought these guns out from under AK Forum, they're already guilty of a lot of stuff, but they are done if they did that, because that is the worst, slimiest possible thing. Everything Mac did to this point is slimy. He's responsible and Copper's responsible. They're both equally responsible. And Mac has earned everything he's getting, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. Again, if you want to go watch him, if you're his friend, if you drink with him on the weekends, I don't care. That's fine. I'm not going to look at you any different. But also don't defend him to me. Like, oh, he's a champion for Second Amendment rights, and he's done all this stuff. Show me one thing he's done. Well, he did it behind the scenes. What did he do behind the scenes? He was just looking to further his station and his influence and his position, so he is the guy people go to. AK Forum was doing what they needed to do to get this stuff together, and there were people trying to do this, and then there were some FUDs out there that were calling the ATF trying to get this shit shut down. So there's a lot of stuff that happened, but as far as the group buy list goes from AK Forum, I'm on their side. They did what they were supposed to do. I don't have an account there. I'm not looking for anything from them. We put a $250,000 group buy together for these, and I'm just sharing what you have to do that, and validating that the list that they made meant something and was part of the process. That's it. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of that part. So remember those FUDs who were calling the ATF? Guess what? That's like a lot of gun owners. There's a lot of liberal gun owners now, and there's a lot of fair weather gun owners, and there's people that are behind the scenes doing evil shit like calling the ATF. I'm gonna tell you right now, most gun owners are not AR-15 gun owners, for better or for worse. There's a lot of them out there. There's millions of them. But as far as your ride or die gun owners, where you look at your friends and you're like, those are my ride or die boys, and they're like, yeah, back and forth, right? And they are ride or die. That's not every gun owner. There's a lot of hotheads. There's a lot of people that simp for being oppressed by gun laws and gun rules, and they want to adhere to them, and oh, you need to. And there's like, if you got one over and if you imported like HKP8s, or you got this special thing that's really difficult to get, the first things out of their mouth are, oh, how'd you get this? You can't just get these. Did you call the government? Did you talk to the ATF? You better call the ATF. I gotta go outside to the car real fast. Those are the guys you gotta watch out for. And there's a lot of them. And there's a modern term people are gonna take issue with, whatever, but bitch made, that's what they are. They're bitch made. So you're gonna find a lot of these dudes out there, and for no reason other than to be that guy. So you're gonna find that for every step forward that you take, there's guys that you thought that were gonna step forward with you that are holding people back and fucking things up. We have to cut those people out. And I'm not saying, oh, who'd you vote for? You voted for the guy I didn't like? Bye. It's not like that. Unfortunately, it's not like there's people that wear shirts that say I'm bitch made, right? You kind of have to watch them for a while. And the reason I'm saying all this is because if they start banning things, or there's things that you're not adhering to, the incentive for them to narc on you is only going to go up. And however you conduct yourself, you are going to be the bad guy. You could be part of the church, part of the community. You could be bending over backwards for everybody, and 100 people from your hometown could have your back. But that one person is going to sell it to the media. They're going to sell it to CNN. They're going to do all this stuff, and you will be the bad guy. And it doesn't matter what you did. You could build 100 bridges and shit your pants one time. You're always going to be that guy that shit your pants. and that's what's going to happen. It's that same principle. Be very wary about who you shoot with, who you bring your stuff out with. If you're in a band state, these next 4 years, man, just don't bring any of your band shit. Like if you have stuff that you shouldn't have, or stuff that's like, it's up to the cop whether you get prosecuted or not, keep that stuff at home. And really be careful who you talk to about things, who you engage with, and who you let know and into your inner circle. That's my recommendation. The most important, with only increasing importance as we move forward. And I'm not saying don't trust anybody. I'm just saying watch everybody's behavior and watch how they conduct themselves in other things, and it'll help you get a blueprint for how they're gonna be. You also need to be able to have civil conversations with these people and try to show them, hey, the stuff that's going on right now, nobody's really getting a win here. They're all L's. All we're doing is taking L's here. Something to keep in mind. All right. Bills that we need to fight. HR 1, HR 8, 1446. Or is it 48? I don't know. Whichever. 127. Any fucking gun bill or bill that limits your civil rights. So a lot of us are single issue voters. I'm not, but a lot of us are. Now is not the time to be single issue voter, because if they limit the First Amendment, which they absolutely are with exceeding force, and right now we're still hard in the speaking stage, believe it or not. Anything that changes voting rights, anything that changes free speech rights, protection against unreasonable search and seizure, due process, any of this stuff, gun rights obviously, you need to fight it. And I'm really disappointed in gun channels right now, because a lot of them are like, oh, look at these liberals, they're never gonna pass this. Don't do that. Is there ever a time in history where saying something like that or daring people like that didn't make it happen more? Every single thing that comes around the block, and I know this is exhausting, but everything that comes across their desk, anything that's remotely anti-gun at all, you need to fight. I'm currently sending money to the FPC. I'll send the GOA like little injections here or there, but the GOA is acting just like the NRA, and it's making me sad. They're not really doing anything. The FPC, go on their Facebook page, they'll say, legal brief filed, case, at this phase, we won, we lost. You know, like they go through each step. And they show you receipts. They're like, filed. Here's the picture. So the NRA is just like, haha, we did a thing. Give us $700 now for an emergency donation. You know, and you're like, no, motherfucker. And then the GOA is like, hey, we did one or two things. You should give us money. And you're like, I need to see a little more out of you. The FPC is like sweating, going for broke. They're fighting everything. So that's why I'm like mostly FPC at this point. Just saying. And if you're not going to do anything, at least send money to the FPC. Send them $5. I don't care. Don't eat at Chick-fil-A for one day. The Lord's chicken. Whatever your fast food is on Sunday, just chop that out. Eat at the house. Lose some weight. Send some money for gun rights. And carry on smartly. Because they'll do it for you. And lastly, as I sign out here, this may seem like a contradictory statement to my previous stuff, but make sure you're building relationships, maintaining those relationships, especially with your ride or die boys. I've been, guilty of getting sucked up in the grind and forgetting about people. They do too. It's, and there's no animosity or anything. We just say, oh man, it's been a while, what's up, sort of thing. But if you're not checking in on people, then, you don't know how they're doing. And some people could be going through it, and I was going through it for a while, and I was really bad about checking in on people, and they were going through some of the same stuff, and I could have helped them, even at my diminished, depressed capacity. And lastly, train. You need to train your body. If you can't go to the range, which I'm in this predicament too, dry practice is huge. I can't tell you how many times I've cleared my house. I've cleared my house so much that I could almost do it in pitch black with no tack light. But I don't want to mess up my drywall. But, go through your house, clear your house. Go to the gym running, push-ups are free, sit-ups are free, planks are free. I hate those so much. Burpees, ugh. But those things are free. You can do those wherever. You got to be in a position in life where you're constantly improving, because if you feel out of control, the way to reassert or regain any of your control or confidence is to work out. And I just did leg day today. I'm fucking smoked. I'm so tired. You probably hear it in my voice, but knowing that you can face those challenges, like I can deadlift this much, I can squat this much, I can bench this much, that helps you conquer other things and your body feels more capable. It's funny because I have injuries and my joints start to hurt and I'm like, man, I don't want to go to the gym today. But then when I go to the gym, it helps my mobility and it helps my injuries feel better. So comfort kills, being too comfortable or thinking you're God tier or any of that stuff. Just stay humble, keep training, keep trying to better yourself and keep pushing yourself past those limits, because you might need to tap into that one day. All right. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. I really do. I appreciate everybody that comments. I know I like being a smaller channel, but I really do enjoy the comments and I enjoy the support and everybody coming by. It does mean something to me. A lot of us are disjointed, not communicating because of this Rona shit and all the lockdowns and all that other stuff. So it's nice to have some sort of camaraderie and community and communication. So thank you. Take care out there.